friends, Goddess of Awesome here, and today is May 2nd, 2018, and I just wanted to take a quick minute to share an epiphany I just had. I haven't known how I was going to make May rent, you know. I've been feeling the withdrawals, the addict withdrawals of needing to make money. So I just wanted to share what I just figured out just now. And real quick, if you haven't seen any of my videos, I just wanted to say that it's my intention to share my entire process with you of how I'm freeing myself from the adult entertainment industry. I have been a sex worker for 21 years, 18 years as a sensual massage therapist, and 3 years as an exotic dancer. And I've been in the works of freeing myself for a while. It took a long time to get my courage. It took a long time. It took a lot of mental coaching for me. Coaching myself, because who do I share this with? I can't share this with anybody. Not really. I mean, my immediate family knows and stuff, but they're not life coaches, you know. I am being my own life coach. I do have mentors. I have a great mentor, psychology professor from college, and I've come across a couple more along the way. I just got an email from a client friend who is a great guy. He's very innovative, and he just offered himself to me as a mentor. He told me this is the hardest thing I'm probably going to ever have to do, and he just wrote out a map. Maybe I'll share part of it with you if I can get that email to come up real fast. But let me tell you my epiphany really quick before I do. So, you know, I have horses, and I've been overworking myself for the last, well, what is this, May 2018? So March 2016, I decided to go for it. I decided to just go for my dream horse, this very expensive horse, you know. Overworked myself, and I made it happen. And after I did that, I was like, wow, I just did that. I can't even believe I did it, you know? So I went for another one. And then I went for another one. And then I went for another one. See, I wouldn't have gone for 2 more. After I went for the second, I went for 2 more. 3, actually. I go big. I'm an indulgent person. I had one horse die, and when she died, I definitely was on the rebound. I have no regrets for my big gray mare. I'm glad I got that big gray mare. That big gray mare is special. She's unusual and she's rare. And I like that. That's what I like. I like unusual. I like things that are hard to find, or maybe one of a kind, and rare. That's what I like. And I want what everybody else has. So long story short, I've been teeter-tottering if I'm going to sell back one of my mares. And because I still owe money on one of those mares, I shared with the breeder. I'm the buyer. I shared with the breeder, the seller, what I'm up to. I shared with her my life path. I sent her my YouTube channel. You know, and nobody else knows yet. Only my horse people know. Not all of them either, just a couple, just 2. I've only shared 2 with 2 people. So some miracles have been happening, and I just want to share it with you. I haven't known how I'm going to get May rent, you know. Today is Wednesday. Last Friday was my birthday. I just turned 40, and I went to a horse show on my birthday, and I got to hang out with a really cool chick all day. Boy, do I like her a lot. I would call her a big fish. She's a huge, significant presence in the equine world. She sells horses on consignment. She also, every blue moon, will sell a foal of her own. But really have a lot of respect for her. I posted a video on Monday. It's also here on my channel about my brother forcefully breaking into my house. And I posted that on Facebook. Yeah. My mom is dead to me right now. And up until Monday, I would have heard her out. I would have heard an apology from her, but I will not accept, nor do I want an audience with her. She'll never have an audience with me ever again. That was very scary. If you want to know the video, you can look it up. I think it's something like my brother broke into my house. Well, after my horse friend seen that video, it startled her, scared her, and she probably started having second thoughts. See, I had committed myself to her foal, a foal that's been bred a while back. You know, it takes 11 months for a baby to be made, horses. So this is May. That foal's being born in 6 weeks. June 20th is the foal date. And then I would be committed to payments all over again. And then 6 months, you know, around Christmas time, that foal would be ready to come home. But I'm not in a position to do that right now, am I? Backpage is gone. All the advertising venues are gone, you know. And also, should probably have some more land before I have a foal. I committed to that foal long before I committed to my big gray mare or to Katie Girl or to the stallion. I committed to that foal, I think, even before I purchased Athena. And I just knew I feel her mare is very special, and I'd like one of her foals. Very beautiful horses, you know. So long story short, she called me Tuesday, that was yesterday, and she said she just had this great feeling. She doesn't know what I do, unless she's found my YouTube channel, which I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe. She said she had this great feeling that she would like to maybe offer me the next foal. You know, she thought maybe she could give me back just an idea. I mean, she wasn't forceful or demanding or anything. It was very angelic, her offer to give me back my $2,000 deposit, and that she would keep this foal because she's really interested in this foal, and that she'll breed her mare again in a year or two when I have a different situation in a different house, you know, where my idiot brother can't access my property. And she didn't know I didn't have my May rent. I honestly did not know how May rent was going to happen. Like I said, I was getting geared up to leave right now. Today's Wednesday. I was going to fly out on Saturday. I was going to contact this person who I'm going to read you his email in a minute. I was going to contact him and ask him if he'd purchase my ticket as my service fee, and I'll see him for a few hours when I get to town. So I have another high roller who wants me to make videos for him, and he reached out just a couple days ago. So I'm going to write him an email tonight about videos. See, for a minute there I was wondering if I should do something I don't want to do at a really, really, really steep rate. There's a huge chance he would say no, but I know how much he respects me, and he probably would have went for it. But everything in me doesn't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I'm a massage girl, and I don't even want to do that. So everything in me doesn't want to. I don't want to book a flight. I don't want to pack my bag. I don't want to go down the email list. I don't want to travel. I don't want to leave my house. It's not like I don't want to leave the house. I don't want to go do that work. I don't want to lift my head up out of my creative projects just as I'm getting deep into it, you know? If I traveled right now, it would set me back a couple weeks. 1 week would take me a couple weeks to recover. I mean, it would steal 2 weeks from me because I need a handful of days to recover, you know? And unpack and that sort of thing. So, I was going to sell a horse. I was very ready to write that email on Sunday. On my birthday, Friday, just now, hasn't been a full week, but I did the horse show. It became clear as crystal that I need to sell that mare back to her people. And I was absolutely ready to do it. I've been pondering on it for a long time. Strongly for a whole week, you know, strongly. And I was teeter-tottering. No, I don't want to sell her back. Yes, it's the right idea. No, how can I make it work and not do it? How can I keep her? How can I mush myself? How can I work myself? How can I make it happen? And the more I think about that, I'm like, no, gotta sell her. If I sell her, it will clear the way. It will clear the path. It will make it so I can focus on what I'm doing and keep at my projects, you know? And this has been going on. This mental tug of war, this teeter-totter in my brain. I'm going to sell her. No, I'm not going to sell her. I've even told a few friends, nope, not going to sell her. Yes, I am going to sell her. Yes, I'm not. No, I'm not. I mean, I should just shut up, you know, and not tell anybody until it's whatever's final decision is made, you know. So Sunday I was going to write that email to my people, and my hired hand, my former hired hand, left. He moved a trash can from the paddock. See, I had cleaned up the tack room has been slightly demolished from my youngsters chewing the wood off of the walls. Literally have removed a wall and a door. And I was out there cleaning it up last week, you know. And so there was some debris in a trash can, one of which was like a metal rod. You see where I'm going with this? That idiot asshole moved a mostly full trash can of debris into my horse area, and he left it to use for manure, and he left it uncovered with a metal rod sticking out. Just enough, you know, to snag a horse. And it did. It snagged the one I'm ready to sell back, and all my dreams crushed. Just crushed on Sunday, because I had already made the decision with my full gut that I'm going to sell this horse back and save me. You know, all this teeter-totting was about saving the horse and how can I make it work and how can I have everything and how can I, not just that how can I have everything, but how can I keep what I have and keep going forward, and how can I do all this at once, basically. And it's become so clear that there's not enough time in the day. There's not enough time in the day to do everything that I need to do and that I want to do and that I extra need to do. So I went to go, you know, feed everybody some bran and water on Sunday. That's like their little treat. And Athena always gets hers first because she's pushy. She's definitely the alpha boss mare. And then comes Lolly, and then comes Katie. That's the pecking order. So Athena has hers. I'm getting ready to put Lolly's on her area of the fence, and Lolly shoos away Katie, and Katie goes away, you know. When I got Katie's bucket and I'm bringing it to Katie, I had the bucket of bran water, and a drop of blood fell into the water. And I was like, what the hell? How is she, what is she, she's bleeding? She thought it was gorgeous forelock, you know. And I moved her forelock, and she had a big owie on her blaze. And I thought, Lolly must have kicked her, you know, or something. But the minute I looked at the wound, I just had this intuition, metal came in, metal. And also it didn't look like a kick, you know, it didn't look like a hoof. So I started thinking, what the hell, where's metal? Where's metal, you know? I couldn't think of any. I looked on the railing, and I couldn't think, there was no place she could have cut herself. Well, my idiot former hired hand keeps the trash lids open, which is so, defeats the purpose. You know, we pick up the manure so the flies don't come. So the flies aren't able to make babies and procreate and have more flies. Why put all the poop in one spot and leave it uncovered? Why don't you just leave the poop all over the place? Because the same thing's going to happen. When you put your manure in a can, you better cover that. Because that way, you're not going to have a fly infestation. So I'm annoyed at that, and I start walking around covering the cans like I do. And when I went to cover one of the cans, I seen the metal rod, and it instantly clicked, you know. It was like, son of a gun. That's probably what did it. So I went back to sweet Katie's face, you know. Thank God I didn't get her eyeball. My God, thank God I didn't get her eyeball. He's on the shit list forever. Forever. I've known him for over 15 years, and now I'll never be his friend again. I'll never be a good person to him. That was the most idiotic, negligent thing that could have ever happened on my very sweet horses, but also extremely expensive horses, you know. I didn't know how bad it was, and so I got some liquid Band-Aid and I covered it. And then I started thinking to myself, that looks a little, it's not the wound, there's too much space in between the skin. It probably needs a stitch. So I had the vet come. Thank God I did, because it was really kind of severe, and it absolutely did need stitches, you know. And again, thank God it wasn't her eyeball. So she's all stitched up, you know. That just crushed me and all my dreams of selling her back. But just now I came to a realization that if I'm gonna still offer her back. I don't know, they're gonna maybe dock me some money. I have no idea. I'm heartbroken about that. I need every last dime right now, you know. I'm also hoping they'll sell her back to me. That was gonna be the condition, if I could stipulate one. Would you please sell her back to me when my money shifts, when my everything picks up? I'm fully confident that if I continue down this path, that I will find a honey hole. I can tell there's a honey hole ahead, but I have to work for it. It's not like a honey hole I found before. I know a lot of honey holes. I could go set myself up for some $2,000 days right now. I could have 5 of those in a row probably. That's great. But my arms can't handle it, and it will cost me a lot of time, and I won't be on my progress deadlines. And it makes a lot of sense. And it seems like the wisest thing to do, or the mature thing to do, or the smart thing to do, to ask if they'll buy her back. So the vet is coming, not this Saturday, but next, because the stitches have to be in for 2 weeks. So I'm going to write them tonight and see what they say. Hopefully they'll buy her back and let me buy her back, and I'll keep her while she mends, and let my vet come back and take out the stitches. So rather than mushing myself and see, here's the thing, so let me finish that thought. Rather than mushing myself and going back to work, I'm going to choose to do something different. I'm going to do a different thing. I'm not going to do the normal thing. I'm not going to go back to work as much as I'm craving to. I am having major withdrawal of needing and wanting to go back to work. Now, honestly, I don't want to. I don't want to go back to work, but I want to get my bills covered. That's what I want to do, you know. I need to do that. So it's an interesting turn of events just happened in the last little bit. From yesterday, my angelic friend offering me an angelic offer to give me back my deposit. That's Maze Rant right now. What a blessing. I didn't even put up a fight. I didn't have any resistance. I didn't try to dissuade her. It was an immediate yes. Yes, we can do that. Thank you. All I could say was thank you. That sounds like an amazing idea. Thank you. Okay. I mean, here's the thing. When my money shifts and my book releases this fall and my money is on, and let's say I really do still want that fall, well, I can just make her an offer she can't refuse, right? That's what I could do if I really truly want that foal. But I have 5 horses in the backyard right now. If I give up one, I'll have 4. That's still a lot, you know. One is a baby. She's 3. She can't be ridden for 1 more year. That's 3 rideable horses, and one of those just came back from the trainer and needs a lot of time and attention. A lot of time and attention. And my gray mare, even though she's 8, she has a baby brain still, so she needs a lot of work, you know. And my 3-year-old needs a lot of attention. I have these horses who need a lot of attention, and I have a lot of attention to give to my computer and all my projects, to you. I'm giving you attention right now. It takes time away from other things, you know. So I'm going to be mature and wise and do something that I don't want to do but feels like the right thing to do. So I'm not sure how much they'll give me for her with her having an owie, but the vet did say that if any place for it to happen, it happened in the perfect spot. And I sent the pictures to the trainer, and the trainer's like, oh, that will heal. We won't even be able to tell, you know. It's on the white part, and apparently if there is any scar, it will hide very well in with the white hair, you know. My concern is she going to have a bump? Is there going to be any kind of bump there, you know, some proud flesh or anything? But the doctor said that the face heals the best. Of any wound, the face heals the best, she said. And that if there is any kind of bump, we could apply a steroid treatment and that will help. So there's hope there, you know. So with my horsey friend offering me back $2,000, that will be here in the next day or few. And my high roller who messaged me, who wants to know if I'm alive still and how I'm doing, I'm going to write him tonight and get him to commit to a video series. And he's a very great guy, so I'll bet I can get a pretty penny out of him. And if I can sell back this mare, I'll be in good shape. So what I did just now, because here, and I'll close this video as fast as possible. If I pay my rent online, it will just go against my account. See, there's nothing in my account right now. Maybe there was a few bucks, but not much. And if I pay my rent late, it will be like a $250 rent late fee, and that's kind of steep for me right now. There's been previous months I paid my rent late, not any time in the last year. In the last year or more, I haven't paid anything late. But for a second, I had a couple months here and there late because I had other priorities, I felt, you know. So to pay a $200 late fee or a $220 late fee, they raised my rent about a year ago or more. So now it'd be about $250 late fee. Anyways, I just paid my rent is really what I want to say. I'm sorry it took a long time to say that. I paid my rent online. I got smart and I realized a way around it. I thought, oh my God, I'm getting this $2,000 back in the next couple of days. I could wait for the $2,000 to show up and pay the rent, but then I'll be slapped with a fee, a late fee, you know? But if I pay it online and I overdraw my account, which I just did, then that's only like a $25 overdraft fee. Smart, yeah? And my rent is paid on time. So everybody's happy and I'm in good standing and I still look good, you know? I look credible. So I think I'm gonna make it, is what I wanna say. Sorry it took so long for me to get that all out. I have a plan. I gotta work fast, you know? I gotta get all my videos together for my website. There's a handful of videos to make still, and I'm excited to make them. You know, if I don't leave and travel, I can stay home and make all those videos happily, you know, get them all up, you know? I know there's people in my life who don't understand the power of the internet, but I've been online for a long time and I know how fast those phone calls come in. And you know, this is what I want to say too, part of my inspiration of really moving forward and making this YouTube channel and moving forward with my video library website, will be a paid website. I have been so fascinated with Amazon FBA and Shopify and all these online entities and ways and capabilities of making money online. See, that's what I want to do. I've wanted to do it for years. I just want to make money while I sleep. How is that possible? It is possible if you're in the right business, you know? Some kind of business that operates 24 hours a day where you don't have to be there. That's online stuff. That's the internet, you know? It struck me this afternoon, like, okay, so here's Gosh, okay. So this week I put some videos up on Facebook for the first time. I put my 40th birthday cake blowing party, cake candle party up on YouTube. Facebook. I got 220 views in 2 days. Or a day and a half. That's a lot of views really quick. I tagged people in that one. The last couple ones I've put up, I haven't tagged anybody. So the one I put up yesterday, in one day I got 100 views. Oh, maybe that was the one on Monday when I was about my brother breaking in the house. I got 100 views in one day. That's not tagging anybody, you know? So there's something, Facebook is great for marketing if you use it that way. And from learning about Shopify and all these different internet businesses, I've learned some of that. Actually, I financed a mentorship from a Shopify person, and I got to go into the website and learn some things, and it was so much. There's so much to learn. There's so much time I need to put into learning more, but what I did sit through was extraordinary, and it's valid to this business, what I'm doing. It may not be Amazon or may not be what they're doing, but all their principles of online stuff, I can apply it to my online stuff because it's the same thing, kind of, sort of. I mean, I'm offering a different product and a different service, but the marketing skills, the internet marketing skills are applicable. They apply to me with my business. So this new business that I'm launching, so I'm pumped, you know? And I know I can do it. I can see the finish line. I can absolutely see the finish line, you know? So I just paid my rent. My account is delinquent, but my rent's paid. And I'll get that $2,000 here in a minute from the full that I'm not going to have, which is okay. I'm okay not having that full. I would have loved it. To tell you the truth, all day I've been a little, in the deepest part of my heart, I've been a little sad, but all of my brain has felt good, you know? How angelic of her. Amazing intuition. She doesn't know what I'm up to. She doesn't know. But her gut told her to offer me that, and I was blown away with gratitude. So there's something called a lookalike audience on Facebook. When you get your first 100 likes on a page you create, so you create a business page of some nature and you get 100 likes, then you can start working with Facebook more. And Facebook, you can start advertising to your lookalike audiences. Facebook will find you people similar to the ones who already liked your page to begin with. And if you run an ad, you know how sometimes those ads are on Facebook, which I'm not really that hip to them, but they're there and they're never going to go away probably. You can, instead of just blasting your ads to everybody, and maybe some people are interested and some people don't care, you can target people who would most likely be interested. So it really narrows down the audience of who you're going to pitch your stuff to, your product or your service, no matter what it is, you know? So you find your lookalike audience. So that struck me today because I've been just, in my wheels have been going, okay, so Facebook obviously has some power. I didn't know, you know, I didn't realize, you know, putting my toe in the pond to feel the water was basically putting a couple videos on there. I think there's 4 videos I have up, and they're getting views, you know, amazing. So when I get my site live and it goes on Facebook, I'm not limited to just my friends. See, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tag each and every one of my people on my friend list. Maybe I'll lose some friends because they don't want to know what I'm up to. I don't know. It doesn't matter anymore. I can't care about any of that. But some of those people, I only have 220 friends or something simple, something small. Some of my friends have thousands of friends. Thousands. Like, I have a few friends that are pushing 5,000 friends, you know? And even if I just got a couple of those people to repost on their page, or if I put it on their page, I think their friends could see it, maybe. And if not, I'll ask the few that I love dearly, maybe they'll do that for me, you know? I could think of 4 people right now who have about 5,000 friends. Maybe there's more who would do that. But that's 20,000 people right there. So anyways, what I'm realizing is the power of the internet is strong. Internet power is mighty and it is strong, and I'm tapping into it. And I'm going to stay on my course. I'm going to keep my sails using the wind to propel me forward. I cannot go backwards. I absolutely can't. It will be self-defeating to go backwards. See, for a minute there, it felt self-defeating to sell the horse. Now it feels like a boost and a lift, you know, and I'm so shocked and upset and sad and mad and angered and hurt and disappointed and embarrassed and mortified that that horse is hurt right now and she's wearing stitches in her face. Oh my, that bastard hired hand. He never even said I'm sorry. He got the cold shoulder today. He's not going to push it. I've known him for a long time. I need him right now. He's all over the neighborhood, and my brother's homeless in my neighborhood, and I just got restraining orders yesterday, so I need, and my brother doesn't have an address to send the police officers to, you know, so I gave the papers to my hired hand to give to my brother, because my brother is always seeking my hired hand for money. He hits him up for money all the time, and then my mom pays back my hired hand. So right now, today I gave my hired hand the papers to serve my brother. When he tells me tomorrow or Friday, hopefully it will be by then, that he's seen my brother and gave him the papers, I'm going to make him fill out the paperwork that says that he was served. And at that point, I'm going to ask for my key back and let him go. I owe him some money for hay. So between either my high roller who wants me to make videos for him so he can masturbate to them. Not like I'm going to be naked. I'm not. It's going to be like psychological mind stuff, you know? Me encouraging him, celebrating him on, type of thing. If anybody else is interested in those, I'd probably be okay making those for you. I could definitely use some extra help right now, so you could always put in an email address in the comment section. That's an idea on how I can stay on my due course. But hopefully I'll get fair money back from selling back this mare, and hopefully they'll sell her back to me. You know, hopefully in their gut and heart, so they'll know I'm coming for her. I'm coming back for her. Please don't give up on me, and please don't think that I don't want her anymore, because I want her. I'd love for her to be a team with her sister and be a driving team, you know. I feel in my gut, if I stay on my course by the end of the year, it's going to be a lot different. By the end of summer, it'll be a lot different. This fall, I'll be like a rocket ship this fall. And this winter will be the most celebrated winter I'll probably have ever had, you know? And my new year will be glorious. See, my horse trainer's pregnant right now, so she can't even train my horses yet, my young ones. So it's almost an interesting, perfect time. Like, the horse trainer can't work right now. We sell Katie back for a minute, let her go be with Grandma, her original mom, you know, see her mother, her horse mom, and all her horses she used to roam with. And then when Athena is ready for training, hopefully hopefully my trainer will be ready to train, and when I get Katie back, I can send them both together. And they can be trained together, and they can drive together. They can start driving together as a team instantly, you know? So, major epiphany just now. I thought I was going to have to go on a trip, dreadingly and drudgingly. I thought I was going to make a whole bunch of emails that I don't want to do. I don't want to spend my time like that. I thought I was going to try to get a great client friend. This one right here, I'm going to read you something he wrote to me. I thought I was going to ask him to pay my ticket to town, and he probably would have. He probably would have. Not everybody would do that for you. He's very special. I find him, he's more than a client. He is a friend, a real one. And I actually viewed him as a boyfriend for a while in 2015. He really helped me save my house when I went through an awful arrest. And so, you know, We took our relationship to the next level, and I have no regrets about that. He's an amazing, extraordinary person. I've known him for a long time. You know, it's not like I did that with just anybody. I didn't. I did it with someone very special, like anybody would do, and nobody else gets that, you know. So it's gonna work. It's gonna work out. I have a really good feeling. So here's what he told me. He said, "Good to hear you are well. I understand that this is very difficult." Oh, see, because I had written him just after I had seen his email the morning the horse got hurt. I was actually going to come in and write my horse people and tell him everything that happened and how heartbroken I was. And I saw his email and I opened it and I responded to it. And then I got busy with stuff and I never wrote my horse people. So I really have kind of, like I said, I've been teeter-tottering, not wanting to sell this horse, you know. So he tells me, "I understand that this is very difficult. Probably the hardest thing you ever have had to do." This is very true. He said, "Do you realize that you have chosen a path that, while most direct, is the most challenging? Like any habit, most people choose a path that takes them through change slowly and making change with only a few variables. You have chosen a dramatic course of events with many variables. I'm not surprised that you were sick or ill at first, as you changed so many things at once." Oh my God, I hate that phone. Hate rings. I turned the volume off. I don't know why it's ringing. Okay, I'm gonna back up a couple steps. Like any habit, most people choose a path that takes them through change slowly and making change with only a few variables. You have chosen a dramatic course of events with many variables. I'm not surprised that you were sick or ill at first, as you changed so many things at once. Again, realize that you are making things harder on yourself. Please remember to take care of yourself. Yeah, when I go into life, I take big bites. It's how I approach my workout. It's how I approach everything. He's so sweet. Listen to this. "If you would allow me, please take a moment to review my LinkedIn site. You will see that I have worked and coached others before." Then he gives me his work name. "I must compliment you that you have found a coach near you to support your transition. This is a great step. If you have not already done so, consider developing a 6, 12, and 18-month financial plan." Smart. This is the paragraph I love. It's the end. "Your financial plan must result in short-term revenue generating activities that are in line with your goals and objectives." This is it. "There are 4 areas that must align. 1, what you love. 2, what you are good at. 3, what you can get paid for. 4, what the world needs. The center of these is your purpose in life." Then he ends with, "You are one of a kind, a very special person, a gift to the universe. Let me know if I can help support your transition." Okay, that's phenomenal. Oh, I should go back really quick because this makes so much sense to me. What you love, what you are good at, what you can get paid for, and what the world needs. See, here I am with you, the world. I'm going to be talking about sacred sexuality, you know, all things about sex workers and being a voice for sex workers, which the world needs that, right? And is very interested in that. But also energy healing and sexual release healing and healing from sexual abuse. The world needs that too. What you are good at. Everything I just stated, I have a strong feeling and belief that I'm good at that, you know? I've healed my own sexual abuse and trauma. Now I definitely have buckets more I could heal, because healing is like an onion. There's always another layer. But I have gotten through the tough beginning layers and middle layers. I'm in the deep layers right now, the deep ones. You know, you can't get there unless you covered all those other layers first. I know how to do that, you know? So, and what you love. I love helping people. To be a mentor, to be a coach, to be a teacher, to be a healer, to be someone who can share wisdom. I love all that, you know? What you love, what you're good at, what you can get paid for, and what the world needs. That was a significant gift. Thank you, my darling, if you're watching this. Thank you. I'm excited. I'm going to get my website going. I mean, it's in process. It's in progress. I need it to be paid off so it can go live. That's what I need. I need at least 50% of it. And then they'll want the other 50% at the end of 30 days. So that site needs to be paid off so it can go live. And I need to finish some content for it. I have a feeling people are going to absolutely go for my site. So there, I have a website to create traffic. And then I have a book that's in progress. Maybe I'll send the first chapter to my Athena people, my horse people who I'm selling the horse back to. Give them a sample of my writing. Couldn't hurt. Also, it could just be fun. They're great people. I love them. They're my family. I absolutely love them so much. Hopefully they'll let me buy her back. See, if I stay on course and I get my book done and I release it at the end of the summer, that's a significant product. That's a one-of-a-kind product, and nobody will have it. Amazon talks about private labeling and you know, getting a logo and making yourself stand out from the rest. Well, this book is going to stand out from anybody else because it's going to be original and one of a kind, and nobody will have my content because it's me. It's created by me. So that's powerful. So between a powerful website, oh, and I thought of another book too just a couple days ago. It's an easy read. I'm going for it. So boom. Oh, and then I have another book that I've already written. 10 chapters already done. It's gone through one edit. I have some developing to do. So bam. That's potentially 3 books. If I haul ass, I could have it done by the winter solstice. Maybe that should be my goal. Maybe that's my goal. I want my first book to be released by the end of summer, sometime in September. And that second book and that easy read can go around the same time, you know? So 2 books almost released at once. And that next one that's already written by the winter solstice. That'd be so great. He has a great idea for the 6th, the 12th, and the 18th month. But like he also said, I'm creating many big change with many variables, and I actually can see an expedited path, you know. If I can just make it through the next 6 weeks, I'll be alright. 8 weeks at most. So that's all. I just wanted to share with you the process that I'm in and all the things that are running around my mind and my decision-making process and what I'm choosing to do and what I'm choosing not to do. And right now it seems like I'm choosing not to go back to work. I'm choosing to stay on course and get into my projects and do it, finish it, complete it. If I go back into the field, everything in my being is not going to want to be there. Not going to want to do it. Not going to want to be there. I'm going to want to be here. If I stay here, I'm going to use that time to the max, and I'm going to get so much done. So I am excited, profoundly excited. You know, being a sex worker is definitely an addiction. It's an addiction to making money fast. That's what we're addicted to. We don't have to wait very long for the calls to come in because it's online. See, I know the power of online business, and I just have such a great feeling once I release all my stuff, it's going to catch wind, it's going to catch fire. Like wildfire, it's going to spread. And there's no better year than this year to release it too, because there's so much energy and focus on the sex worker right now because of those awful trafficking laws that are such a broad umbrella. It doesn't distinguish or decipher between the consensual and the non-consensual. So there's never been a greater year than this year to release all this valuable information I've been working on and the wealth of knowledge that I know about. So I am super duper excited. So I'm going to end the video now. I just wanted to share that with you. I thought I was going out on a trip, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to make sure that I get everything done. Thank God for online situations, and I could pay my rent online just now and have it. Yeah, it would just overdraft my account, but whatever, you know. Doing that saved me $225. That's some good hay money right there. That's some great hay money. That's almost half a month's of hay for me. So that's significant right now. So I'm excited. I'll be back and share more epiphanies as they happen. I'm sorry this was such a long video, but that's what's going on right now. So anyways, that's all. If you found any, you know, validity in this, if you found this interesting at all, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to know more, please subscribe. And in the meantime, bright blessings and be well.